There are 3 streams, so if you're confused, you can always go and check out the main feed. We'll get the link to all of them. Should be a very exciting game. Cloud9 somehow coming up with a win yesterday against MIBR. That shocked absolutely everyone. Now they got Golden back as well instead of Valens. That's exciting.
How do you feel if you're Golden, though, coming into this, and Valens just had that great performance, he propelled them to a win, a close loss against Na'Vi, and all of a sudden you're just thinking, oh, God, even more pressure, this time from within his own camp, to be able to perform.
Yeah, people are absolutely going to compare day 1 to day 2. Nico with an instantaneous start, taking down Kiyoshima. But a great return from Rush, who was an absolutely incredible player yesterday. So really quick 1-for-1 trade. And we'll see what happens now. A little bit of a slowdown in the game. They're still continuing on. Rush with one more headshot and taking down Guardian. This is such a beautiful start now from Cloud9. Automatic with 2 of its own. That USP clicking away, and it's all going to be over. That was incredibly smooth from Automatic and Rush.
Yeah, you might have been worried a little bit when you saw Nico with that start onto Kiyoshima just immediately. And you almost feel like it might have been a little bit too much to go for that second peak. You already got yourself the advantage. Might have been a heat check from Nico there. He's punished for it, but Rush and Automatic delivering in a big, big way. And those are the 2 holdovers still from that previous roster that you have to kind of look at them and just say these guys were so good in that major winning run. They have to perform at that level again if this Cloud9 team is going to continue to go deep into Blast.
Absolutely fantastic start. I mean, if they take down FaZe as well on Overpass, I don't even know what to say. I mean, that's going to be incredibly unexpected. FaZe have been looking great so far in the tournament. And even coming into it from Epicenter, they definitely look like a team that's very hot at the moment. But now, they're on pistols. And we'll see if they're going to do any damage of any kind. Golden just sticking with it for a little bit. M4 of Rush, cleaning it up nicely. In fact, a lot of pistols there in play, and they work just fine.
I was going to say, is that something they've practiced and prepared, saying we know teams are going to just save in the second round now with this new economy, so they just said, well, we'll keep the pistols. Maybe some kind of an issue in the server as we get a timeout immediately when this starts. Tech pause real quick, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't, they're not saying anything about the buys or anything like that, so pretty crazy stuff. That's actually kind of a cool little adjustment to have made.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. It's very confusing. For a minute, you almost thought it was
I know, I was like,
mistake here,
did he forget? But I mean, we've seen it happen with like one player at a time. You know, like sometimes the Opera will stay on a pistol, but to have 4 players do it, that's pretty ballsy. That's a big level of confidence, and I guess that also would just go to show the amount of practice games they've played with this new money system is that they just don't encounter the second round force buys anymore.
I mean, you could see some incredible... If that becomes a trend or a part of the metagame suddenly, then are people suddenly going to actually surprise force in the second round anyway, just because they are expecting it? Like, there could be some interesting turns to the change of economy like that. So we're just sorting out a couple of sound issues, I believe, and then it should be good.
I mean, we can actually highlight them. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just the crowd was so loud that some of the mics were picking it up, so they're trying to figure out exactly which microphone it is so they can kind of adjust the settings and get that all straightened out.
Yeah, there are a lot of people in that arena right now. 12,000 plus, I believe.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
So half your country?
Something like that. It's not really far off.
Oh, it was a good time. Yeah, I mean, the crowd went nuts for Stralosov in the walk-in. The Prime Minister, as you, I was saying, you know, it takes some balls to go out there as the PM, and you know.
Yeah, and I thought, you know, I think normally when people do that, it does become, you know, like a really, really quick message, you know, and he actually sort of spoke for a while and you know, sort of rallied at least some of the country behind that. So that's pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Need more of it. Hopefully other countries going to follow along, get you know, some official funding.
Maybe we'll have some surprises at IM Chicago.
That could be great, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Who do you have anyone in mind?
No.
That could show up? You don't want to bring that up?
Well, let's not dive too deep into politics, Sanders, because I know I could say a lot of names that would tilt you off the face of the earth. But
we could come up with something good. Well,
my boy Bernie.
Listen, I would love to hang out with Bernie Sanders at some point.
He does seem like he would be a fun guy to hang out with.
Probably is. Got a couple of AKs already picked up there on the FaZe side. It's not really surprising now in the new system, but I mean, it is a change because normally you would only see this in the third round if you'd got the bomb plant, but because of the newer system, you can get away with it and it works. So you're kind of, you saved a little bit earlier from having a bad pistol round. I guess that's the main effect of that change.
I think the big thing is we started to notice it. I've started to notice it for a while. Was one of my big gripes was the first 5 rounds of Counter-Strike sometimes feel like, you know, it takes a third of the half to sometimes get a team with the money to have a solid buy.
Yeah.
So I mean, this just kind of takes out some of the fluff, which is actually a pretty nice change. You get into things, and as you said, you can recover a little bit easier, a little bit quicker from maybe a mistake or a botched pistol round.
Maybe especially in a best-of-1 format, right? You don't.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to have that hanging over your head, as you said, for the first 33% of the match or something like that. That's why you could really struggle with it. So we'll see. I think they are just about ready. I'm interested, though. I mean, the firepower on Cloud9 have some excellent players, right? But it's just really hard to compete with FaZe on a one-on-one basis.
It is almost like overshadowed how good some of these players are, considering I think it's mostly because of all the roster changes and all the stand-ins coming in, obviously, and the issue with Golden. But I mean, obviously Kiyoshima was great yesterday for Cloud9. Automatic and Rush, we know what they can do. flusha coming over, if he's able to find his form in a way that he couldn't do it towards the end of his Fnatic tenure, then all of a sudden you have a pretty dangerous, 5-man roster.
Absolutely do. A lot of people heading towards the B bomb side, maybe expecting some kind of rush to get in here from FaZe side, so they'd definitely be ready if something like that happened. Well, let's see the early grenades. But looks like they're going to slow down behind it. Close range here, automatic with the AWP now hiding inside of the smoke. He's going to get checked. Rain will take him out, and there's no chance for anyone to really return that kill. So a little bit of a mistake there.
And they just snuck right back outside of the smoke. This is, remember, keep in mind as well for FaZe, this is 3 attacks towards the B bomb site in these opening 3 rounds. A lot of pressure here, and Cloud9 still has 3 players to defend. That's a pretty great nade, all things considered. They're already up. Golden's caught off guard, getting his weapon out, a little bit rusty, but he's got the headshot. Rush there as well. Can they do more? They're holding it off. And there's still one more player to deal with. I don't think Fnatic realizes it, or maybe they do.
Yeah.
Excuse me, FaZe.
It looked like they didn't, right? The Guardian is kind of checking it now, but I don't know if they know for sure. I mean, well, actually, Rush did get a kill, so they must have known that someone was there. They're just not able to find him right now, and he's maneuvered really far back around the map now. Guardian is following in that same path, so this could be down to timing, just a coin flip almost here. Guardian aiming the wrong way, and he's going to get shot down. That's a triple from Rush, and flusha to close it out. A brilliant round here for Cloud9. You put 4 men in that B bomb side. It's so hard when you're FaZe. If you get the first 2 kills, maybe you're looking for the third, but a 4th man there, you lose count of how many people are on the bomb side. That was great. Absolutely.
Especially just, you just don't expect that one extra player there, so that's pretty tough for FaZe to handle. Looked a little bit weird with Automatic in that AWP close up behind the smoke, but Cloud9 coming out swinging. As we saw yesterday against MIBR, they went up something like 7-1 before MIBR really got their feet underneath them, and it looking like Cloud9 is very, very good in these starts. Automatic now with the aggression with the AWP, try and find some information. Nade out, and not too much damage is done. He's just going to fall away.
He had some incredible shots with the AWP on Inferno yesterday, Automatic, and that was really exciting, so...
I mean, he would, if you're going to look at that roster, I guess he's the one player you'd pick to be the AWPer to pick it up. No one else really strikes you as that kind of a player.
It's true. He's just got a lot of different talents spread out. It's quite incredible.
There's an opportunity here for FaZe. Automatic with a missed shot, but his teammate had just fallen back to keep eyes on long. That's flusha. Now he's got to get back to help him out because Automatic has so many choke points to deal with. He is going to be there. Great shot. Oh, the no-scope. Automatic once again, it rings true, and now he can fire shots through the wall. And it's just Rain. All 5 players for Cloud9 surviving. This is a great start in terms of economy.
They're really doing a fantastic job at the moment. Rain, they're not going to get the kill either on Rush. Will be taken down. Cloud9 now to 4-0. It's a brilliant start for them right now. FaZe able to pick it up. But now we've got Guardian with the AWP on the other side. And I don't know, how do you stop that? I mean, if you're Automatic, we've seen him. He's been good, but Guardian is hard to fight in a one-on-one.
He is, he is very, very... talented, we'll say. We all know the history of Guardian. It's just incredible stuff. And I think the big thing is going to be, can the rest of FaZe mount enough of a fight? If you look at the scoreboard right now, Kerrigan and Olaf on 0, Rain and Guardian both on 1 kill. And there's not enough players around Guardian having impact as well. I mean, we know he can carry games, but that might just be too much to ask. Automatic is forced forward because of the Molotov, still finds the kill, finds himself some safety. Another opening pick for Cloud9. They've been great at that during this blast.
Oh man, the value of having someone like that can just pick up those early kills is incredible right now for them. Kerrigan with the SG-553, we saw that yesterday. It's not a misbuy, ladies and gentlemen. It's what he actually wants to do, and he's ready for this one. Does miss the opportunity, but he gets back to safety anyway, and look at the flank that's coming in. flusha creeping up behind the back, probably got that smile on his face, and any second now, he's seeing all of them right now. Could shoot them in the back. There's one to follow up, and the triple kill, shutting down all of FaZe over long. Just a cheeky Swedish player coming in with a little bit of a backstab. That's beautiful. That's 5 in a row, and Cloud9 now on fire. Absolutely doing a fantastic job.
You just know, I mean, if anyone, you see that blue dot on the radar with that kind of a player, you're like, that's got to be flusha. That is a completely flusha thing to do. And Olaf, on the receiving end of it this time. Former teammates going head-to-head, but beautiful stuff. Maybe some confusion out of FaZe. This has been a pretty, almost feels like a very basic T-side. Remember, 3 rushes or 3 attacks towards the B bomb site to open it up, but they're staying grouped. They're not spreading and doing defaults. They're pretty much calling these right out of spawn. We're going to send 4 players towards A, 1 player go underpass, and it's not working at the moment.
It definitely isn't. Some armor and some upgrades being picked up in this round, but this is a very, very good start for Cloud9. In a sense, you know, at least what you could say is, well, FaZe are on the T side, so there's, you know, there's room for redemption still. But you want to start picking up some rounds soon. This is way too much of a good start. I'm so impressed by Cloud9 in this tournament so far. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
I don't think anyone was expecting this, but they do seem to be playing very, very well together. Automatic just waiting, biding his time, jumping over. All they knew was coming. Rain spots it out. The spam coming in from flusha. Not going to connect, but they should still be able to clean this up.
Yeah, everyone showing up. All of us got that AK-47, but he's going to be down by a rush, just as we call it out. Triple for him yet again. He's had a couple of those multi-kills, and the really long range for Guardian. Great if he could try and stop the defuse, but against 4 people, that's just incredibly unlikely. And he knows it as well. A little bit of an attempt, but flusha will take him down, and everything is just fine. 6 in a row now. Cloud9 are doing incredible.
Yeah, they really don't care about that plan either. You could see it's just smart play from Cloud9. They already have the full losing bonus. You know it's built up. Let them have the plan. Just don't risk too much. Don't lose players before the retake can come in. And Cloud9 able to manage things perfectly after that.
Rush is 13-0 right now. He's gunning for maybe a blast first half record or something here. I think this is something that we don't see every day.
Yeah, he's being a naughty boy right now.
You could definitely say that. Someone's gonna have to put an end to it, Moses, on the other side.
I mean, there's plenty of people who can do it on the FaZe side. The question is, when are they gonna start looking alive? This could quickly get out of control. Automatic's gonna make it into the smoke just in time, but flusha's not, as Rain turns that corner. But now Automatic's back, a missed flick shot, down to half HP, and that smoke is gonna actually give him the clearance to fall away. But I don't think it's fast enough. They can actually continue to cut him off if they want, but Rain pauses the aggression.
Yeah, it might be for the best anyway. You got that 4 versus 5 lead. You've got so much time on the clock. Maybe just want to regroup and make sure that you've got the map control you need and can figure out what kind of execute you want. You're now Carrigan with a follow-up shot on automatic, and this should be, I mean, you get this 5-on-3. You're supposed to win that pretty much every time.
This has to be a win for FaZe. The money is good enough for Cloud9 for them to continue to buy Golden with a chance to bring it back, not able to. As Rain provides the entry and the follow-up to really crack open this A bomb site. Right around the flames, it's Kiyoshima to hold on, and he just can't do enough. Fair play. So 13-0 for Rush, save the gun, trying to preserve that that deathless score.
Definitely an important, you know, subplot in this game for Rush right now. Just sacrifice the teammate, keep it alive.
You guys can all die as long as I don't. Well, Rush has 10,000, flusha has 11,000, Automatic, and I mean, even Golden's at 8,000, so plenty of money in that Cloud9 side. Next round's going to be a bye. We'll see if FaZe can build upon this first win.
Yeah, it's just a nice way in that round. Like, they don't have to really show any weird strats or anything. They just want some opening battles, and that was enough. He's actually done a lot of damage there as well. Almost could have taken down Guardian, but going to be falling back instead, and he will live through. So he's going to try and pick up the AWP. He gets an AK instead. That's still pretty good.
Yeah, he would have loved to have had that kill on a Guardian, take the op away, just force one more rebuy, keep FaZe's money low in a victory. It's still not great for the offensive side, but got themselves started. And this isn't anything fancy. This is just one flashbang over, and Rain's even, I mean, looks like he at least got partially blind. Might have been a little bit more clear on his screen. But great entries provided by him. Huge impact with 3 kills into the round. Made it look easy.
Yeah, so kind of halfway through the first half, and finally FaZe, they get a save. Nice little boost down towards the sewer area. Golden hoping to catch somebody off guard. It's not completely without risk. I mean, you can get spammed down if you're a little bit slow to fall back from that position, and people do check it at times. Olofmeister, though, he's hugging the wall on that right-hand side, just creeping very close to the L-bend. Golden, yeah, you see they check for it. Smart play on FaZe.
Counter nades coming over, not doing a whole lot, as the stack was given up. lot of pressure being applied to this B bomb site. All 5 players for FaZe on this side of the map. They've got Golden heavily tagged up. Flush is actually super aggressive. Flush still has complete control of bathrooms and long, so he's passing all the information. There's no one here. He's going to start flanking. I don't know if it will be in time. And Cloud9 setting up for aggression. They come through the smoke, and it's too easy for Rain. Flashbang not good enough, and Golden with 20 HP to defend gets nothing.
Yeah, absolutely no chance here. Automatic even dropping the AWP. This is a great round for Rain. 4 kills in the space of, what, 7 seconds, something like that? Just stormed the bomb site. That's frustrating for flusha, because he must have been calling it out, walking up long, just saying, listen, you know, there's no one here, I think. And just as he's calling that radio command in, 3 people die on the other side.
I'm usually pretty lenient to a play like that. I think they're really cool, and there's some good times for them where you can catch your opponents off guard. But when your teammate at the A side of the map has cleared everything and sees there's no one there, I mean, you have to be calling out, and you have to know there's at least 3 or 4 players at B. Why are you pushing up into it? Why are you taking that disadvantaged fight? The element of surprise is the biggest thing for that, and there's just too many players to all be blind with that one pop flash. You have 4 players stacked at B on the defense. Just let them come to you. That's exactly what you want. Cloud9 maybe trying to be a little bit too proactive in that round.
Tiny bit. Oh, actually, that's the AWP down just at the last second of the round. Somehow flusha managed to sneak past them, and good job on him. 6-2 though. FaZe winning 2 in a row, and this is starting to look just a little bit better. But
I mean, you don't want Rain heating up. You know, a lot of conversation obviously going to be around NiKo for good reason, around Guardian with the AWP. Rain as a player, especially on this map, if you switch him over to the CT side and he's on a heater, he's on a bit of a run, he turns into a nightmare. So Cloud9, I think they might finally be out of money after this. They still have a couple players sitting okay. A few players as well with no funds to back up this purchase. A big round here for FaZe if they want to keep this half close.
Olaf on 0 kills, Guardian on 1. So, you know, Rain, if he can just create that bit of space for the rest of them to get into the match, it's going to change a lot here. They come through the monster tunnel, instantly extinguishing that smoke. A little bit of a counter grenade coming out. Kiyoshima with the M4 on the side. He needs to stand tall here, but he's going to get shut down again. It's Rain opening up, and that's Olaf with the first kill of the match. And Rush now in so much trouble. They were all around him, and they need to back on out of here. FaZe have truly come alive now. And this is scary at the moment. Cloud9, they've got to be worried.
I think you just said the key as well. Rain performing well enough to buy his teammates time to get into the game. They have a slow start, but he's performing so well. He's giving them the chance they need, and there's one more. flusha just goes out just a bit too far. Automatic going to try and save that up. Olaf is in the vicinity, so is Kerrigan on his way over there. Can they find him? It would be great if they could have this up, and there's a nice shot. He's now giving away his position, and how much more does FaZe want to chase? It's not like they have an unbreakable economy. One more kill for Automatic.
He's really looking on point with that AWP. I'd want to leave him alone at this point too. So they save the AWP on the other side too. Still, Cloud9, I mean, from winning 6 rounds in a row to now losing 3 in a row, it does take its toll on the economy, Moses. They're running out of funds.
They can still buy. flusha's going to drop one, so they'll have at least 4 rifles in this. Maybe a FAMAS will be dropped over to someone as well, but obviously a great response, a great recovery for FaZe, especially, I mean, if they could just win 1 more, then it's a completely broken economy. Then you can't force up anything. Rain at 12-7. How quickly he caught up to Rush.
Yeah, I think 10 of those kills were in the last 3 rounds or something. He just went absolutely berserk, and he just, now, if the rest of them can join up, they're going to be right back in the game. 6-3 is not bad at all. Jump to avoid the AWP shot after the flashbang. That was pretty cool. Making sure you don't run right into it. This is suddenly a very tense game. Again, it looked like FaZe were about to be swept in the first half, but I think we're back on an almost even keel now. Just pretty common setup right now. 2B, 3 on the A side. Golden can go pretty much wherever he wants, depending on what kind of info they get. So the defense is nobody doing anything out of the ordinary right now.
Yeah, and FaZe has switched up their approach to the offense. Now in a little bit more slow pace, almost a default. 3 players out towards long. Rain and Olaf alone. Solo players. flusha's in a battle. That'd be a big one to win. That's Rain. He's going to go for the fight, and he takes it. Beautiful stuff from flusha, but can he get away? He's kind of locked in. He's got to go for one more fight. The spray works out. Olaf is down. It's just these 3 players at long.
Yeah, and that fight is supposed to happen after there's some aggression in middle, so this long push, I mean, it works even better than you would expect. Kerrigan taking down 2, but it should have fallen completely flat. More kills from flusha. Now a triple and taking down Guardian. And the bomb, at least they can put it down. No, they're actually going to be jumping past. There's Rush dropping Carrigan. I think they wanted to try and throw them for a bit of a loop, but now Nico alone in a 1 versus 3. He's going to get shot down. 2 more kills for Rush. Now at 16-2 as a ratio is still absolutely ridiculous.
It's still pretty mental. 5 rounds to go still in this half. 137 ADR. Same with flusha, though. Look at that ADR coming in. I think that's bolstered by a couple very nice rounds. He had that triple kill on the flank at long. He had that one just there.
That's such a tense fight as well. Like, you see how he's constantly trying to pre-fire the angle, expecting the other player to sort of walk into him.
Rain to peek back into it.
Exactly,
and he's also got to be mindful, if he overextends and actually chases down the kill, there could be a second player waiting for that peek. So, yeah, it is a bit rough. Back to the basics for FaZe towards the B bomb site. Rain leading the way around the smoke. He eats a couple of nades. So does Guardian. Both of them sitting right around 60 HP.
I wonder if those grenades are cued in by the sound of the Molotov being extinguished. Like, they know when that happens, that someone's going to rush with the Molotov, so they just throw the grenades. Because that's a sound you can very easily hear. Going to make it around the L-bend. Molotov right on top of them. Oh, sorry, Smoke and Golden taking down 2. Absolutely beautiful. There's a triple kill. Taking down Guardian. And that leaves Olof alone in a 1 versus 4. So a bit of a break in the action for Cloud9, losing 3 in a row, and then they're right back in the mix. That's a beautiful round. Good to have Golden back here today. He wasn't there yesterday, obviously.
Yes, and a lot of questions about how he would be able to stack up against the coach hopping in and having a good performance, but I think he's bailed out that time. I don't know if this is necessarily a miss-smoke. Oh, there might have been a Molotov that extinguished one a little bit too soon, but that gap is just perfect for Golden. Like, what are you supposed to do if you're FaZe there?
I do actually think you're right. I think the
counter Molotov to stop the attack, and the smoke puts it out and just doesn't bounce where they wanted, but that gap was just perfect for him.
That's some pretty interesting RNG for you.
Yeah, that's some next level luck, isn't it? Because you know someone on FaZe as well. It's just like a tilting thing. They're just like, all right, who missed their smoke? Yeah. So it's not my fault, I swear.
Because it bounces into the box. It actually probably blocks off Golden perfectly, if not for that. So bad luck all around. Round number 12, and we're back to pistols here for the FaZe side. I'm getting worried again. I was like, guess cool, it's classic FaZe. They're gonna break their way back, and then now the economy's gone.
No, but this just highlights as well, like, you at this level, even against a Cloud9 team that, you know, a lot of people don't have confidence in quite yet. A lot of roster changes, a lot of stand-ins, obviously, with Keo and Valence coming in yesterday. But if you let any team with some skilled players get that 6-0 lead, and not only that, but there wasn't a whole lot of kills and damage onto the economy of Cloud9. So all of a sudden, you win 3 in a row and you still haven't broken them, and that's frustrating.
Yeah.
You have to win that 4th still, and it's just got to be so tough for FaZe to deal with mentally.
It's also unlikely. Normally winning 3 in a row is more than enough to stop almost any economy, right?
No, but I think when they were at that 6-0 point, I think that's when we still pointed at the scoreboard and we're like, there's like, what, 0 kills on Olaf, 0 kills on someone. I think it was Carrigan, and then 1 kill on Guardian. I mean, you know, it wasn't... Rain was the only one for those first 6, 7, 8 rounds that was really doing anything for FaZe.
Yeah. So the lesson is, you can go down 6-0, but you have to do some economic damage.
Sucks to suck.
Well, tell me more about that later, Moses. I feel like you've got some real experience in this field.
Oh, now the aggression comes in for Cloud9. Change of pace of their own, and they get up in the face of FaZe.
Yeah.
How do they decide to fall back and check these stairs? I think Golden had to have spotted Rain there.
Yeah, he's definitely got the ideas. Slightly over-peaking the angle, which is actually by design. Doesn't want to get shot in the face right away. Grenade could be great, but they're going to fall back, so it doesn't really catch them, but still. That's a heads-up play for Cloud9, not getting caught by that, although Rush will go down.
Flush is getting all that nade. Is it going to bounce far enough? It does! The footsteps, and flusha does it again.
What kind of, how does he do it every time with the grenades? What a weird skill to have as a player, you know? Just incredible. 9-3, 13th round here. Things are looking
grim.
Good. Yeah, well, they're looking grim for FaZe. You're absolutely right. But I'm kind of on board with this Cloud9 story. I just think it's so cool now.
Cloud9 wins Blast Pro Series Copenhagen 2018.
That would have, no one could have seen that coming. I mean, right now, they are looking like a very good team. Much better than I think anyone was expecting. Automatic to shut down 2. And Olaf wanted to go for the bomb plant, I think, but it's just not going to be possible.
Cloud9, they look at the moment like a team that really understands the position they're in, with the fact that they this is a new team. This is, a squad that a lot of people don't have faith in, and almost sitting there when you watch them play, there's not a whole lot of like weird mistakes coming out. There's not a whole lot of players taking massive risks, right? They're very much focused on how they're playing off of each other, and it's working perfectly. Especially
really
when you
is.
add in some of the individual performances.
Carrigan not happy. Stopped himself from punching the monitor.
Is that what that was?
I think maybe.
Carrigan doesn't strike me as a monitor puncher, though.
No, maybe over time he could,
He's developed.
grow into one. I mean, this must be incredibly frustrating, right? FaZe are at least, they're 1 point ahead of everybody else going into the third round of the round robin here. I think they got 4 points, along with Nip. But after that, it's I think 3 for everybody else almost, except for MIBR.
Yeah,
we're in 0. So
shout out.
Shout out. You don't want to rub it in. They can make it back at MIBR. They can still come back.
Yeah,
and
they
win
can. They're still in this tournament very much so. We know that team loves it. Loves a good comeback. Loves a good feel-good story. 10-3 in favor of Cloud9. And this is wild, not only off the day that FaZe had yesterday. Remember, they just won Epicenter as well. They've just won a pretty big tournament. So Cloud9 seemingly finding a way to put them in their place. Deagle's going to try and find some openings.
All of my just thinking about it. Had 2 targets.
Didn't know which one to pick. Yeah. That is a bit unreasonable. So is this.
Waiting, flusha, huge off angle, easy triple spray down for him, controlling it very well. Does have a grenade out. He's going to take down Rain anyway. A beautiful quad kill now, 17-3 for him. Like, this is complete madness. I have no idea what's happening on this Cloud9 scoreboard.
I mean, Rush is going to be loving this. That flusha's overtaken him in the score and everything like that. But you said it earlier, Rush was on pace to like break a record for a half, and then they just stopped going to his bomb site and they go towards A, and Flush has been decimating all of them. Remember, he started out this tournament with a terrible game. I forget who that was against, but he had something like 7 kills, 30 ADR.
Yep.
And bounced back immediately into the second game, and now he's coming in here on day 2, opening up Cloud9 back on fire as well.
Winning 5 in a row. Good little reminder. flusha sneaking in through the smoke. Rain right on the other side. Is he going to expect it? They're playing a very dangerous game at the moment. I mean, flusha's got pretty much no backup. Maybe they could throw a grenade over the wall to help him out, but he's just hiding inside, waiting and listening in that headset. He comes out at the wrong time. I think he thought they had all passed through, or at least one of them had, and Carrigan takes him down.
Yeah, he had 2 players go past him and 2 players still waiting up in Fountain, which is unfortunate. Also, there's a time limit on how long you could be making that play inside the smoke. Eventually, that smoke is going to clear, so you have to kind of decide one way or the other. There's a leg shot on automatic. Oh!
Oh, wow. Straight wall bang. Taking down automatic. That's a good way. If you don't have to face him, you can't see you, Moses. It's a lot trickier.
That's genius, isn't it?
Oh, but he's going to get caught golden from the restrooms. Very unfortunate. Yeah, he didn't realize Rain was all the way in there. And they also, Olaf Meister took down Rush on the B side early on, so...
Olaf actually kind of turned it up in the latter stages of this half in terms of being able to find some kills at the B bomb site when his team was being pressured elsewhere. He kind of started taking a little bit more initiative, as you see here. This obviously because they're in a 4-on-1, so it really doesn't matter. He's going to call them all back towards the B bomb site. 28 seconds left, and Keo is going to be lonely.
Yeah, they've got the time. If they go A now, that would be really hilarious, but with the 20 seconds left, and now they've heard him as well. Keo does get one good headshot, 15 seconds, and he can't even stop the bomb plant, which is a bit of a shame. That would have probably been the only ticket to winning this very unlikely round. 11-4 in favor of Cloud9 at the end of the first half here on the B stream, and honestly, just an amazing job on Cloud9. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, that was super good. Obviously, the start is so nice, but you have, I mean, flusha and Rush. What a half that they just logged. 17-4 for flusha, 16-4 for Rush. And if it weren't for Rain, that might have been an extremely dominant first half in the favor of Cloud9. And all that work that Rain put in, it ends at the end of the half. You look at the score and you just say he's the only reason they have an opportunity to get back into this.
Yeah. And even when they were winning, they couldn't break the Cloud9 economy, right? That's, I guess, the other side of the story is that if they could have forced an eco on the C9 side, that would have been different as well.
Right.
So we'll see what happens here at the pistol. You expecting anything? Two smokes and a Molotov coming out from Cloud9 in the offense?
I would imagine it's going to be a hit towards that B bomb site. I think a lot of teams are more than willing to gamble to the B bomb site on the pistols, especially. There's a lot of distance to cover if you head towards A. A lot of those bathrooms to clear out. If you go towards long, the USPs are going to be in a nice position. If you use your utility out towards long to kind of close the distance, you get a lot of information of what's coming.
Yeah, and then you don't have any for the A bomb side, so So yeah, maybe you want to avoid any of that. I don't know. I had kind of a little bit written Cloud9 off.
Don't even say a little bit. A lot of it written
A lot
off.
of it, yeah. Because I felt like they were, they just got that like massive round of funding, didn't they? I felt like Jack was winning in every single field.
Thought it was maybe too much.
Yeah, it's like you can't have. Then
he won Overwatch.
Yeah.
He won the Boston Major. He got to the semifinals of League of Legends Worlds.
It's got to be an end to it.
Yeah.
And then here he is with a a big risk in terms of the roster, I would say, and it's looking pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. When in doubt, go pick up some Europeans. Pretty soon we won't even have North American teams. We'll just
Just get the Swedes in there. It's a good idea. So we'll see. They've taken over the connector control. They're just clearing out on that side. There is a little bit of a flank coming out here from range. Just long range. Not afraid to take the fight. And now he's going to reload and fall back. And they've got him pinched. And yeah, they've definitely got him. If you can get a kill right now, that would be incredible. And that's not going to happen. They absolutely caught him. That was a trap set, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't even think that was necessarily designed to trap him in any way. That's just pretty standard stuff, and I think once he kind of gave up that he had pushed up on that flank, they just quickly picked up the pace to wrap around. Now here we go towards that A-bomb set. There's 2 smokes, set up a wall, Molotov behind the site. They don't have to worry about long because they already killed the flanker, Rain, who was pushed up. They're going to get a bomb plant out of this. It's going to be a tough retake.
Absolutely. Well, Guardian hoping that he can get the right angle through Nico, landing a headshot on one, but he's going to go down. Kiyoshima with a really good return. Can't pick up the USP, so still stuck on that Glock for a little while longer. Good for Automatic, and that's just way too good, in fact. A double kill for him, and Kyoto closed it out. Winning the pistol, I mean, it's already a great beginning for Cloud9, but second half pistol is too much, isn't it?
That is a bit much. I mean, great positioning from Automatic, obviously. The Rain thing is a tough one to recover from as you rotate back. If you're playing FaZe on this map, though, you have to know there's going to be a couple rounds where Rain tries that. I think going into the gun rounds as well, if they have enough time to even get it working, I think Rain's going to try that again at least once. This is just really good stuff. I'll tell you as well, I saw Cloud9 kind of setting up and warming up before the games began today. Rush and flusha, the 2 better performers for them in this game, they're very chummy together, sitting side by side. They seem to be forming a little bit of a 2-man bond, which is a beautiful thing.
European and A Alliance. It's great. I love it.
Counter-Strike World is going to end. We've seen a lot of mixed teams. We haven't seen any like NAs and Us, mixed together, right?
Not at the same. It's even just on a personality level. It seems like an unlikely thing. I think this could turn out to be a really cool story, And again, I mean, if you've only been following Counter-Strike for like the last year and a half or something, you might not know how good flusha is. Like
that's a really good point as well.
It is a little bit scary. He's got some of the most ridiculous clutches we've ever seen. Like,
imagine the first half of Counter-Strike we just saw out of him, and just. That was every single game.
Yeah, it really was. Round number 17 now. We've got a Scout and a UMP and a couple of upgraded pistols on the FaZe side. I think, it's a risk to buy these, but they know they've got a bit of a super tanker to turn around here. It's just not going to be easy. Might as well try and do it early.
Yeah, well, big risk. Cloud9 being super patient as well. 35 seconds left on the clock, and they have given no indication. Although some aggressive stance from Kerrigan over towards the short sewers, the dirty water. He's cleared that out. There's a 4-man stack at A, so this is not going to be easy for Cloud9. Especially if just that first kill goes the way of FaZe, it could be huge.
Rush. Oh, well, he's going to get one big opening here with the follow-up. Guardian did get one with a Scout, but, it is a Scout's very hard for him to stay active here at the bank. And
the flank can stop the bomb. Oh, no, it can't. It's already down.
Would have been one more second.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was, I think, long range with the UMP as well, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much you trust the UMP, Moses, but...
I trust it a lot.
Yeah?
I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm not a big fan.
No?
No. Doesn't really work for me.
What's your favorite weapon? What's your go-to?
I think probably is the AWP.
Oh, God.
Because the problem for me is, Moses,
You don't know how to be aggressive? You bait all your teammates?
I played AWP
Can't hit a shot?
in 1.6 on my team, so part of me still wants to buy AWP Deagle every time. Just,
okay.
Just feels like
just
the right
for the
thing.
Nostalgia?
Yeah. I can't help myself. I'm stuck in 2004 or something. Rush going to make his way through with the MAC-10 leading the charge. He knows they're not going to have anything. They obviously noticed that those upgraded weapons were in play on the other side, so they know that there's not going to be much of an economy here. And kill for Golden. Rush didn't get to use the SMG, which is a shame. You want the extra kill bonus, $600, so...
I don't think this is the FaZe we know and love.
Doesn't feel like it,
No,
does it?
they feel a little disorganized, and it's like it feels like there's maybe the communication is not where they would like it to be at the moment.
They left some of it in that epicenter.
In Russia?
Yeah. Can't really do that.
The streets of Moscow.
Can't really do that. It is, I mean, we've seen it before with teams winning big tournaments and having, you know, a win, and then suddenly you see sort of a dip in performance, and it can't really be explained. I just feel like FaZe should have woken up from yesterday, right? Like, even though they did a good job, it's still, some of those games were close, right?
Yep.
Closer than they should have been, maybe.
Well, I mean, even just out of the communication or whatever it might be aside, the kills just aren't quite there for a team that is this star-studded. 4 on Nico and Kerrigan, 3 on Guardian, 6 on Olaf. It's only Rain who's up at 13.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel like if nothing else, that part of the machine should work.
No, but that's also, I think, one of the criticisms we've had for some time about this FaZe roster being put together is, yeah, very, very incredibly good players, but if the individual players aren't performing up to what they need, I mean, they don't really always have the strategy to fall back on, so it all just seems to fall flat.
I've said for a long time, I think the solution for this FaZe team is to buy simple and device, then you kill two other you kill two other teams doing it, and you know, you get maybe some of the only players that can. I don't even know who you would replace with, but
I mean, I thought we were going to stick in the realm of possibility. I'm not sure how much money Device would need thrown at him to leave Astralis.
Listen, with money, all things are possible. Moses, you're American. You should know this.
I believe it's.
Trust in the dollars.
I read that in the Old Testament. Rain's going to get the first kill as Golden turns the corner. He's brought down very low, and again, it's flusha with an aid to finish him off. A good bounce off the wall. Now he's in position to pick off the rotator. It's Kerrigan. He walks right into it. Great awareness. Beautiful game sense from flusha.
He's right back, isn't he? He's got that cheeky game style again. And his grenade damage is, I mean, at one point is the best in the world. I don't know if it still is now that Astralis have picked up, but still, it is pretty incredible. And Nico trying to fall back. He's getting caught just at the same time. Still gets the shot. That's not easy to do. And now trying to pre-fire it, expecting a second player. Rush will get a kill before he's down. Still a 2-on-2 with about 9 seconds. So they need the bomb plant really quickly. Nice angle, a nice fight for Olafmeister to be winning. It's all on automatic. AWP on the site and against 2. And he's going to get shot down. Guardian looking on top of the smoke. And that will be FaZe finally with a round, putting a halt to it very near the end.
Might initially kind of scratch your head and wonder why Nico's taking that fight, and it was because Olaf had just rotated into that position where essentially they can trade it off immediately, or if he was a little bit luckier, taking the same fight at the same time, and Olaf kind of bails him out. Regardless, able to win. Keo's going to be frustrated, found the one-on-one he wanted, but awkward positioning and jumping up for Nico kind of confused the aim. 14-5 now.
Not bad at all. Does land right on top of him.
It's the follow-up that's so beautiful. It's the way he just immediately comes up and takes this position because he knows exactly where the rotation is going to be. It says likely there's someone out towards long, maybe in bank, which is or in the site behind the boxes, but he's just waiting for Kerrigan. So calculated risk that pays off.
Tough. If they want to win this game now, they basically need 11 rounds flawlessly with no mistakes. And that's definitely not so easy. Again, there's no overtime here. We're looking at a tie if it's 15-15, which is not great because you need the points. I mean, it's incredibly important, right? You tie the game, you get 1 point each. If you win, you get 3 points, so it really makes a huge difference. Guardian, not afraid of the grenades. Still sticking around here with the AWP, maybe a little bit risky. Rain is there to back him off, and they're finally going to cancel out that aggression and saying, you know what? Might have overstayed our welcome. Guardian still gets a kill on flusha. It's over on that side. Really, really good shot.
I hadn't even thought about it, but well, if you think of this year, one of the most heartbreaking losses that FaZe has had that really prevented them from establishing any kind of, you know, a legacy or any kind of, I guess, quote-unquote era in 2018 was that IM Katowice grand final loss against Fnatic, and it was flusha who logged in a great performance there. So,
oh yeah,
he's loving this this FaZe team.
Just seeing an opportunity to revisit some of the past. Oh man, that's a really good Molotov. The timing is incredible. Guardian on the other side firing his rifle once and twice, and Rush is still waiting. He didn't want to come through. I thought maybe he was just counting on that second shot. Rain going to be taking down Kiyoshima. It's not looking good right now. Rush needed that headshot, and failing it gave enough of seconds for Rain to turn around with a kill. An automatic, no chance here in a 1 versus 5, 10 seconds. I think saving the orb is even an opportunity. He's more or less stuck in this position.
Oh, he needs to go die. Oh, I can't believe he's doing this. He's going to lose this gun after time. Kerrigan's on the way, needs this kill. Kerrigan actually might be the only one. That's huge. No one else from FaZe wanted to hunt down that gun, which could have been so valuable.
Wow.
Now, thankfully, they have taken the money away from C9. There's not enough cash around the op to be able to invest.
I thought he was just going to get shot in the back, running back like that. That was scary. Oh, that's the shot that he got early on from Guardian. That's a great find.
Would have been interesting. Rush pushes in front of that Molotov, hides in the smoke. I think we'd see a lot of players try and time that to pounce on Guardian between shots. And Rush is the kind of player who wouldn't want to do that. He'd want to wait for a teammate to throw a flashbang for him or something along those lines. And I think that one little bit of hesitation kind of lost the surprise factor. FaZe, I don't know if we can say they're mounting a comeback yet. They've only won 2 rounds in this half, but keeping themselves just barely alive for the moment.
I'd be a very hard loss for Cloud9 if somehow they gave up this lead. I mean, it's really far away right now. But it's scary when the likes of Guardian and Nico are starting to come alive a little bit. You really don't want that to happen. And Rain is still doing it. He has been pretty much all game long.
And we still have yet to see Rain on the gun rounds push up long. As we saw him do on the pistol, that's when it's even more deadly. So that could be a wrench thrown into the Cloud9 offense at some point. Automatic with 1 kill through the smoke. Needs to find a lot more if they want to get in and find a plant.
He's so active, though. Just the idea of running for the smoke with that AWP is a little bit crazy, maybe. But it works out fine so far. He's really close to the site. Now he's lost Kiyoshima, and I guess he needed him at the very least to make some sort of a distraction. It's another round. 14-7. FaZe starting to look a little bit better. And now they have an economy that's building here. All gone Kerrigan again. Are you convinced by his performance so far with these
scoped weaponry?
Scoped weapons, yeah.
Not in particular.
No?
No. I think someone's gonna give us something that we get impressed with those, you know, with the scoped weapons. Haven't seen it yet, but from anyone, not just Kerrigan.
Maybe throughout the course of this tournament, we'll...
NBK.
Yeah. Him? You think that's going to be the... Could. I think Nathan's out there watching and thinking, you know what? I'm not going to get outdone by Kerrigan.
All right. Let's see what he's got. Colorful skin. Rush, Keo, and automatic. Automatic with that round. He saved his weapon, didn't get the bonus money. Couldn't afford a rifle. He's just stuck down to the CZ. Not like that's anything to laugh at. Good shot from Kerrigan. Not even using the scope quite yet. Now watching for them to run through the smoke, try and wrap on the bomb site. But it's golden. That's an opportune pounce from Sandbags, and I think the defense has been forced away. I'm not sure Guardian and Rain can even go for this.
No, he would need a really quick kill Guardian to make this a 2-on-3. Maybe then they could try and fight for it, but as long as Cloud9 aren't facing this, what is the point in trying to sort of fight your way back in 2-on-4? Slight chance there. Incredible headshot. Oh my god, Rain taking down Kiyoshima. I have no idea how he found both those kills. He might still not have enough time. I mean, it's very tricky. Rain falls to his death. Oh no, after all of the heroics. And flusha closes it out. I'm glad we didn't have the camera on Moses. My heart can't take that kind of action. Oh,
after those 2 incredible shots as well, giving him the opening to actually go for it in a desperate situation. You could see they kind of had to go for that 2-on-4, at least see what they can get when you're down 7-14. You can't let them get to 15 that early, but Cloud9's done it. They've got themselves on map point.
It's all
gone so well.
Oh no, we're gonna see.
Are we gonna have Mercy? Ooh, not on the face cam. You can't even laugh that one off, can you?
I think he tried. I think he wanted to, but that's heartbreaking. 15-7. Need 8 straight rounds to force the tie here. Kerrigan taking care of flusha is a good beginning. A lot of pellets right to the face. And going to be picking up that AK-47. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
What can Cloud9 do to recover from this? Olaf with an angle still. That's Keo on the other side, who's been Cloud9's man at B on both sides of the map. Good kill from Rush. He continues his pace. That's going to cause movement from Olaf, but Keo has rotated away. There is a player out in the open at Monster. It's Nico to be found, and they don't realize there's 2 players at the B bomb site, so they can't even pick up the pace and try and take advantage of their man-up situation here. Good round from FaZe, closing all the gaps as they present themselves, and Rain with another angle. Good kill on automatic, not ready for Golden. Now they have to press the issue.
Yeah, they've got to be quick about this. 2-on-3. They need that kill on the bomb site, and smartly, he's just waiting for it on the other side. Kerrigan's still going to be going down. That's a beautiful double opening from Golden. There is a flank coming in any second now. Olofmeister's been walking with his AWP. That's an easy kill. Bomb down for Rush, but 1-on-2 here to try and win the game. 16-7. He knows that flank is happening, and he's just waiting. Olof has got a great angle against him here. Does get the leg shot, and the follow-up with the pistol. Not a bad round, and FaZe now at 8 rounds.
That's a tough 1 versus 2 for Rush to win.
Yeah.
Stuck at the bomb plant as well, and you kind of have to pick one side to get aggressive on. You know there's a flank, you know there's someone coming from the B bomb site. Unfortunately, Olof just too aware, being scoped in on that angle as he turns the corner. But it is, I mean, well done from Cloud9 and Golden in particular. A couple of entries at that B bomb site that allow them to get in and get that bomb planted. Extra bonus money going to be allowing them to continue to buy. Not in this round, as they just don't have the money for it, but in the next round it'll be much healthier than they could have asked for. Double up setup for the CT side as well.
Starting to look really good. 19 kills on Rain. Again, he's done so much to sort of drag his team forward in this match. If not for him, surely they would have lost several rounds ago, and it would have been even more one-sided here. Deep grenade does 1 point of damage to Golden. How much do you think that is? Is that like a tiny bit of shrapnel landing?
I don't even think it's shrapnel. I think maybe like a piece of the map. Like a little bucket into his kneecap or something.
Just a little bruise.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Walk it off, champ.
They are fairly slow in this round, Cloud9. I mean, you can always use this time to talk it over. They had that one really fast B hit, and that seemed to work out brilliantly. And you can always revisit that later on. If you're on the Cloud9 side, need to come up with just one last ace up the sleeve. They've looked pretty good on this T side, though. I mean,
they've had the luxury of such a huge lead from that first half as well, where you get to play it a little bit looser without kind of any pressure. You're not worried about making some mistake in one round because you know you have so many to play with. But now it is that last hurdle is closing these games out. They were able to do it against MIBR yesterday. They would love to do it against FaZe coming through the smoke. Actually, Guardian's pretty lucky, but not that lucky. He does get taken down, but the rifles and the crossfire is just too much. Rain and Kerrigan slaughter them all. 15-9 as FaZe continue to close the gap.
Yeah, really scary moment losing that first AWP to the pistols.
Yeah.
Don't want any of that. You're right. 25th round now. FaZe, another 6 in a row. It's getting closer. It's starting to become possible. You do need the rest of the FaZe team to step up in the fragging.
I was going to say, I'm just shaking my head. Rain at 22 and 20.
He's got more
Next
than
closest
double.
is Olaf is at 10.
Yeah. How's that happened? He is really good on this map and pretty much always has been.
Still.
Yeah.
Well, here's a little bit of that aggression from him. He's paired up with Kerrigan now towards the rocket long. Kerrigan is playing anti-flash, staring into the wall. He will turn on contact.
Be very careful. Olof almost had an opportunity there. Just the Kiyoshima making a tiny bit of noise. They're very slow. They haven't even taken over the restrooms yet here, Cloud9, and getting close to a minute. Want to be careful you don't run out of time. There's the flashbang, and as you said, the turn, and Kerrigan going to be taken down automatic. So good setup so far.
That was very aggressive from automatic. Good return from Keo. Oh, Rush spots out Olaf. Can he get the kill? And he does. It looked a little bit sketchy for a moment. Let's open up B. The bomb is so far away, so Cloud9 have a decision to make. Do they continue to send flusha and Golden towards A?
Yeah, they do. They're going for a really, really deep, I guess, fake here towards the bomb site.
But if this gets spotted out, then all of a sudden Cloud9's at the disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know how to really call this. They're not going to expect Rush to be this deep in. I mean, Rain has absolutely no idea. He's one strafe away from being dead. Kerrigan taking down Golden.
Bomb's
down. That's the bomb on the other side. You're absolutely right. With 20 seconds, this could be a disaster right now for the C9 team. They've almost done it, but now flusha is gone as well. Rush running up behind. 10 seconds, charging on Guardian. One more kill, and Kiyoshima can't do anything. They lose the round in spite of having almost every advantage. My God.
It takes way too long for that play to come to fruition. Kerrigan read the play perfectly. They rotate towards the B bomb site, all 3 players, and he's just like, well, there's no more pressure. The bomb's not being planted. We did have this pressure at A with the AWP. Let me just go check back and see what happens. And Golden's actually looking at the flank, not even looking in that direction, and it's just heartbreak.
Yeah, that's a hard loss to take. I mean, that was your big chance to close it out.
It's a hard call to make as well, to fall all the way back from long, because there is a lot of danger along the way, pretty much every step of the way.
I think if they didn't have any smokes on B either, right? So if they could have smoked sniper spot and maybe even where Rain was coming from, they could have pretended that there were more people there for a longer time, but no grenades and no bomb plants, kind of suspicious.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of things that they could have done differently to make that fake kind of work better, but you obviously can't possibly know it in the situation as a player. Even if the 2 players at B had just been aggressive and try and pinch that A bomb site, keep the attention focused on them. Good pick from Guardian. Oh, follow-up flick. You do love to see that.
He's starting to feel it, isn't he? If you're on the Cloud9 side, that's the last thing you want. You don't want him starting to have a bit of a resurgence. Nico's had a tough game as well, but if this game lasts another, 4 or 5 rounds or 4 rounds here, then, he could have some good rounds of his own.
Rush going to turn the corner. There is one watching this, but he can't cover all those angles. That's Kerrigan at the top of the steps, and Guardian just not fully understanding what angles he could be seen from. And flusha still alive. 22 kills on him. Still just 2 deagles. Almost connects. Actually might have connected through the edge of the truck.
It does get peeked there. And now they're all 3 shooting at him. Rain will take down flusha, and just one more round. 15 to 11 here. Double AWP in play. Let's see what happens. Kerrigan not going for the AWP, even though he could. So
he's changed his ways. He's seen the light.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe his teammates are telling him, listen, stop.
It's been a fun ride. We're ready to be done with it, type thing.
We are in a curious situation where we could still end up not making it top 2. So
yeah,
let's not do that right now. Save it for the practice games.
Here we go, Cloud9. Held off the victory so far. Keo gonna come through, eats a nade for his troubles. Cloud9 did the very same counter nade in that first half to great effect. But he's gotten control, which is good because all 5 players from C9 are here. Reinforcements for FaZe are a long way off. Guardian playing along with that AWP. Rain in bathrooms. He could flank. Still will take some time.
3 people on that B-bomb site. Flash setup, but does nothing to Rain. The timing is incredible as flusha was trying to land that smoke really far back. So now this B push is going to feel really flat, isn't it?
I almost felt like they kind of had to hit it once they lost flusha.
Yeah, just go immediately.
Yep. Now they could be in some trouble. I think they still would have been either way. Rain has fallen back, so is Guardian. So Guardian will have a jump on the rotation. All 4 players remaining for C9. Looks like they all want to come from sandbags. That's going to mean there's a really nice triangle set up here for FaZe.
Oh, one of the Molotovs failed back there, so Kerrigan doesn't even care, gets the first kill, a little bit more damage on the follow-up there, and good. There's the Molotov from Kerrigan, actually, the counter one coming out, taking down Golden, and all on automatic. 40 seconds here in a 1 versus 2. Needs the early kill, and it's not going to happen. Guardian will shut it down. A good round, good defense from FaZe, even if it was getting a bit chaotic in the smoke there.
Yeah, it did get a little bit weird, but that will finally put FaZe on fire. So they've won 5 in a row as they storm back into this game.
You're absolutely right. There's going to be a lot of fans out there that have been, I mean, on the Cloud9 side thinking, come on, just we already have it. And on FaZe side thinking, you know what, maybe there is a chance.
What did we end the half on? It was flusha with 18, Rush with 17, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, because flusha's on 22 and Rush on 23, so they've really cooled off from that first half. Obviously, T-side being the harder side on Overpass, but still. That's a steep drop, and it seems like Rain has only gotten stronger and more powerful as it's gone on.
Yeah. A lot of credit should be going his way. No matter what the outcome is, really, but obviously if they can get the tie, then, I don't know. They'd have to carry him off the stage, you know, celebratory. I don't know if you celebrate a tie, really, but at this point, they almost should.
Yeah, right? Almost should. Guardian with the opening kill on towards Rush. That AWP still ringing out. And Rain close up. Golden's down very low. This should be a pretty easy cleanup. That's the bomb as well, so shouldn't be any more danger in this round.
Rain doesn't really have to take this fight, but he's just kind of feeling, isn't he? Having one of those games. Good triple kill for him. And looking very good indeed. 15-13. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I really was not expecting this. I mean, first of all, I was expecting FaZe to win this game against Cloud9, but the Cloud9 first half made me think, well, and then they won the pistol on the second half, you think, that's it, you know, this is done.
Well, I think the nice thing is, and I really like this, timeout being called by Golden, obviously, for these last 2 rounds, and I mean, they can still even call one in the next round, I believe, so I think the good thing for Cloud9 is you're in a situation where you could say, yeah, we had this big lead, and it's been wiped out. There's only 2 rounds left in this game. It's 15-13. They have plenty of money because the losing bonus is built up. They saved that last round, and they pretty much set themselves up to have 2 buys where they can have whatever they want to close out this map.
I feel like we've seen some aggression towards B. We haven't seen like a good old classic B rush. Who doesn't love those?
I don't, you know,
call it at the end of a game, Moses, when everything is on the line. That gets everyone fired up, you know.
I like Golden a lot. He doesn't strike me as the call it B rush on round 29 kind of guy.
No. Early on in his in-game leading career, he still feels like, you know, you've got to be a veteran to do that, you know.
Yeah,
come full circle.
He hasn't quite gotten to like the flusha levels of evil. That's like a flusha thing to say. I'd be like, Golden's calling someone flusha, goes, why don't you just rush B?
Well, maybe just give him the steering wheel for just 1 round. Crash that whole team right into the B bomb site. They do have the AWP, and that usually means you're gonna want too much of a B rush. That is true. 29th round. Guardian with 1 on his side. He's been landing some incredible flick shots so far. They're so close right now. FaZe, they've almost made the full comeback. Almost going to get that 1-point lead going on into the 4th and 5th round of the round robin. Makes a massive difference, especially when you're already in the lead a little bit.
Cloud9 has kind of struggled to find opening kills on this T side, it feels. It's been a while, I think, since they've kind of had an advantage. Rush and Golden have cleared bathrooms all the way up towards that A bomb site, but there's still players automatic far back. Flush is now joined up. Keo's going to lurk towards this B bomb site. Actually, this would be a great timing. Cloud9 doesn't know this, but Rain is the only defender here, and he's going to deliver. 1 kill from around the edge of the smoke. He's traded off immediately. They can press the envelope, but they don't want to. They're going to fall away as the rotation comes in. Still kind of deciding what to do, but equally FaZe has no idea to where to position their defense.
Yeah, as you said, they didn't know that it was just going to be 1 person there now. They are trying to retake it, but now there's 2 on the bomb side waiting, so they might have sort of fooled themselves into an even tougher fight than they just had 10 seconds ago. Carrigan fighting blind, and he's going to go down to Rush. They might have finally made their way through. Bomb being planted. Oh, it's a leg shot. The bomb will go down right at the last second. Guardian takes down Golden, but this is incredible, and Kiyoshima's flanking inside of the B bomb side. This could be the dagger in the back of FaZe that's going to lose them the map. 3-on-3 for the retake here. They must find a way in FaZe, and they just have no idea. Automatic taking down Nico. It's looking even grimmer now. Rush going to win the fight against Guardian, and it is all done here. Olofmeister shut down from Rush, and it's 16-13. Cloud9 taking down FaZe on overpass.